Everyone, greetings to you all. This is the Crypto Prophets. Click on that subscribe button to enable you get notified anytime I drop video content like this. And without wasting much time, let's hop in straight into the charts. Alright guys, so now the chart in front of you is the S&P 500. Okay, this is the stock market charts. And I actually sent a screenshot of this charts to the premium members. I told them that if the S&P 500 touches this particular points, we should be expecting a bounce, and this is going to add more fire to the crypto space. Okay, so now guys, currently, if you guys have observed something, I told you all that the bull run is going to kickstart from the 22nd, and on the 24th, it is also going to kickstart. But that is where I stopped. I stopped on the 24th. I didn't go further, but for the premium members, I mentioned more dates in the premium. Okay, so people that are in the premium, they actually understand exactly what I'm talking about. So guys, there's something I want to explain to you all. Now, Bitcoin has been dropping. If you guys have observed, since the 24th, when we got into the 24th, Bitcoin started dropping. Now, all of that is a bottom process. The market is actually bottoming for the bull run. I have told you guys this. I don't know how many persons online are actually bearish, but for me, I'm bullish. Okay, because I know exactly what is happening. And anyone who actually buys the dip at this point is really going to benefit, because we have entered into a bull run. Whatever thing you see, whatever drop you see is simply a topping out process for the markets. And now guys, I decided to bring out the stock market chart for you all to see something. Okay, now this is the S&P 500, and now the stock market has actually been dropping. Okay, the stock market began dropping from the 20th of February. So as it began dropping, I inform the premium members, I say once the stock market opens and gets to this point, I expect a bounce. And guys, this is exactly what is happening. You all can see that the stock market opened, dropped down to this point, to this yellow line, and now it is finding a base. So guys, when the stock market actually picks up, I'm expecting the stock market to take out its all-time high and go create a brand new all-time high. Okay, just like we had here, it touched this yellow line, it pumped. If you fast forward again, we touched this yellow line, pumped. This was in the month of September last year. Here as well, we also touched this yellow line, but you know, we had a choppy market here, but at the end of the day, we still caught a bounce and pumped up. Now, the same thing happened here. Okay, this was in the month of April 2024. We touched this yellow line, but not really. We had a bounce. Okay, so guys, if you fast forward, there have been like multiple examples. Okay, here was 2023 September. We stayed in this, we touched the yellow line, dropped below it. If we check how many days we spent in here, we spent roughly 54 days. Okay, we spent 54 days in here. 54 days in here. This was from September 2023 to November. Okay, so throughout, we actually had a choppy market, and then we had a bounce. So guys, I am of the opinion that the stock market has actually bottomed. Okay, this is the 4-hour chart for the stock market, and you all can see how the stock market is bouncing beautifully from this yellow line. So after this chart, I'm going to show you guys the VIX, the inverse of the stock market, so you guys can check and see exactly what I'm talking about and why I am of the opinion that the market has found its bottom. Now, for some weeks and for some days, the stock market and the crypto space have had a decoupling. Okay, there's been a decouple. The stock market has been going its own way. The crypto space has been going its own way. But you see, right now, the stock market had to drop together with the crypto space so that the both of them can find their bottoms together. And this began from yesterday. Listen, guys, I need you guys to understand exactly what I'm saying. Please listen to me. I am the Crypto Prophets. Whatever it is I tell you, I don't copy analysis from anywhere. Whatever it is I tell you is the 100% truth and reality, because that is what you're going to see at the end of the day. I'm not one who comes here to start sharing information with you or sharing news from Twitter. Okay, Twitter, I'm telling you this whale said this. No, that's all bullshit. That's not crypto. Okay, real crypto analysis is coming out to tell people exactly what it is and being very accurate, meaning you know exactly what you're doing. So this is why I'm coming now to update you all, because I informed the premium members. I told them, I told them that once we drop to this point, expect a bounce in the stock market, and this would add fire to the crypto space. And this is exactly what is happening, guys. Look at this candlestick that has formed. Okay, look at this green candlestick. This is a bounce, guys. Okay, so the stock market is bottoming together with the crypto space. So the two of them are bottoming together. So this is why you had the S&P 500 drop down to this level, and as it dropped down to this level, this happened in line with the crypto space. So right now, the S&P 500 and the crypto space have found their bottom. I will be sharing more charts with you to prove to you that Bitcoin has found its bottom. And I will be giving you certain key targets to watch out for. Okay, so let's head on straight into the VIX, guys. So now, guys, this is the VIX. This is the inverse of the stock markets. Okay, now let's activate the trend lines. There's something I need you guys to see. Let's check the 1-day charts. I need you guys to see something. All right, guys, so now this is the 1-day chart for the VIX. Okay, this is a 1-day chart for the VIX. Now, as you all can see, in the month of August, we actually had a spike in the VIX, and this was actually a spike in the S&P 500. So we had a spike in the VIX, and then we began having a decline. So if you connect this spike to this other spike here that occurred in the month of December, and you trace it down to this other point, you would see that anytime we have a spike up to these points, we always have a drop in the S&P 500. Okay, and if we have a drop, in the VIX, and if we have a drop in the VIX, then we should be having a pump in the S&P 500. Okay, so guys, if you check this very well, you would see that the VIX has actually found a top, because this candlestick that has formed, you can see, this is a candlestick indicating a top for the VIX. So inversely, this also affects the S&P 500. So this tells you that the S&P 500 has already found its bottom. Now, even if we do have a spike around these points, it is still going to be an area of resistance for the VIX. And if this is an area of resistance for the VIX, this is also going to be a bottom for the S&P 500. So you all can see this orange line. This orange line has always acted as a point of resistance, okay, demarcating the areas of resistance in the VIX. So you can see here, this was in the month of September. We encountered this line, we dropped down, encountered this, drop down, encountered this, drop down, encountered this region, dropped down, had some spikes here, kept on dropping, and now we are in these same points. Okay, so this tells you that currently the VIX is actually facing some form of resistance. So I need you guys to understand this, guys. So the S&P 500 has actually found its bottom. In my own opinion, and based on my observation, the S&P 500 has found its bottom around this point, while the VIX has found its resistance. They work hand in hand. So guys, I'm actually expecting a rally for the S&P 500, and this rally that is coming is going to create a new all-time high for the S&P 500. So having said all this, let's talk about Bitcoin. The next chart I'm going to be showing you, I would be speaking about the Bitcoin charts. So let's head on into the charts. All right, guys. So now this is a Bitcoin chart, and Bitcoin actually had a correction. Bitcoin is actually finding its bottom. Okay, this is the reason for this drop. I told you we've entered into a bullish trend. Now, this bull run is actually getting set to rally the whole crypto space. And you see, I am still calling for you to be prepared for this bull run because it is going to happen. It will come as a surprise. It's just like what I said. I said it would first begin like a joke. And if you remember my previous videos, guys, if you've been following me, I told you guys something. I told you that there is a crash coming. And that crash is going to freak out everyone before the bull run. Now, that crash is actually what has been taking place gradually before finally coming into enforcement from the 24th. I told you guys that. I said expect a crash, you know, and this is actually what is going on. This is the game that is actually being played in the crypto space. So now I need you guys to take note of something. Take note of these key support levels. Now, can you see this line? Let's color this to green. Okay. So guys, we found support here in the month of December. We also found support here in the month of November. We found support on this same green line. We found support here as well on the 13th of January. And right now, guys, we are finding support on the same green line. And guys, if you observe this white line here, okay, this white line here actually gives the support for these two candlesticks, and this is the same region that the Bitcoin chart is resting on right now. So we have this first support line, we have this second one, and again guys, we have this yellow line which is below. Okay, this yellow line corresponds with this particular area. So guys, I'm actually expecting Bitcoin to find its bottom around this point. So this is a very good point to purchase Bitcoin. And then we have this yellow line here, okay? This yellow line is around $81,000. So guys, in general, this particular region, I am actually expecting a bottom for the market. But now, this is the question you would be asking me, CP, are we going to go lower than this? Well, in my own opinion, I don't think Bitcoin would drop this lower. Do you know why? I'm going to show you something else from the charts. Let's take a look at the inverse of Bitcoin. Okay, I would be showing you guys something from the charts, and then I would give you my honest opinion. But now I have mentioned dates in my premium. So you need to be there so that you would understand exactly what is going on. The reason why I'm making this video is because I need you who is following me. I need the general public to actually be aware of what is happening, because a lot of persons right now are giving updates. There is a lot of fear. There's a lot of panic in the crypto space. A lot of persons are thinking this is the end. You know, but I, the crypto prophets, like I always do, I come out to give you direction. And if you remember in my previous videos, I said something. I said, expect a shakeout. There is going to be a drop in altcoins that would scare a lot of people. And they will not know that that is the start of the bull run. I said it. Go watch my previous videos. You would see it. So let's head on straight into the inverse of Bitcoin charts. Something there you guys going to need to see. Guys, so now if you take a look at this chart, this is the inverse of Bitcoin. I need you guys to observe something. Now, when Bitcoin pumped from the month of September last year and attained a new all-time high, Bitcoin attempted breaking out of this yellow line, but this yellow line acted as a form of resistance for Bitcoin. Guys, the charts that I share with you, the parameters and everything, you will not find these charts anywhere else. So this is why you need to know that I, the Crypto Prophet, my own ways are different and I do not copy from anywhere. I do not check the whole of YouTube. You can't see me sharing with you what any other YouTuber has said, you know, giving you same examples. No, my own patterns are always different. I bring out clues, I bring out evidence, I bring out facts for you all to see so that you would know that there is a difference between what I do and what others do. I am not in competition with anybody. I only come out to give you what I see and share with you my own opinion about the general markets. So I've shared with you my opinion about the S&P 500. I've shared with you my opinion about the VIX. And now I'm talking about Bitcoin. I've spoken about Bitcoin now and I'm speaking about the inverse of Bitcoin. So guys, this is what I need you all to understand, okay? Now, in the month of September, Bitcoin encountered, or let's just say in the month of August, Bitcoin encountered this yellow line and then we had a drop, okay? We had a drop down touching this white line. Then we had another encounter with this yellow line and then we had a drop, okay? And right now, guys, you all can see that this yellow line is slanting downwards. This doesn't look like Bitcoin is going to get out of this yellow line anytime soon. So what this should tell you is that this particular area here is the bottom for Bitcoin, just as it is the top for the inverse of Bitcoin. So now what am I saying? I am saying that even if we do have a huge pump, this is just going to be like a spike. Highest is going to touch this yellow line and this would still be a very good area to accumulate Bitcoin and get into the markets, because the next drop is going to take out this high, this low. And when it takes out this low, expect Bitcoin to have new all-time highs, guys. So you see, anytime there's panic out there, you need to have access to information that would make you understand exactly where you're heading to. In that way, your mind would be calm, your mind would be relaxed. I am quite aware that there is a lot of confusion out there. But you see, with the kind of information and with the kind of access to the informations and charts that I have, which is what I developed, I understand exactly where the market is heading to. So I am not bothered about anything. Okay? I am here to tell you that this is a process and this is exactly the region where we are. Now let's head on straight into another section in this chart. Something that you also like to see. So now this is another section of the inverse of Bitcoin charts. And I need you guys to observe something. Now, can you see this purple line? This purple line has crossed this yellow line. We still have room, guys. It's just like I told you, I said Bitcoin has bottomed. Anything else you see from now, it's an opportunity, it's a privilege. But I wonder how many persons will be listening to the words of the crypto prophets. So Bitcoin has actually bottomed, guys. Look at this purple line, okay? You can see how this purple line crossed this yellow line. And the price is heading almost touching this purple line. So I am of the opinion that if we touch this purple line, we are going to have a drop, just like we did here. Can you guys see this? We touched this purple line here, drop. Touched this purple line here, drop. And you all can see that currently this blue line is heading downwards to have an intersection with this yellow line. Guys, the month of March. Did you hear what I said? The month of March. The month of March. I repeat myself again. The month of March. Let me hold my peace for now. Let's go to another section of these charts. If you're wise, you would know what I'm talking about. The month of March. That's all I would say. Let's head on straight into another section of these charts. Something else you would love to see. Alright guys, so now you all can see this is also another section of the inverse of Bitcoin's charts. Okay. Now, if you guys observe something, the price is battling with this blue line in this particular section of these charts. The price is battling with this blue line. Okay. So this is why I told you guys, when we take a look at the Bitcoin charts, I would be showing you that after this charts is out. This is why I told you that there is a high possibility that Bitcoin may not be able to drop further. Okay? It's because of this. This blue line is acting as an area of resistance for Bitcoin currently. Okay? And here it acted as an area of support. This was in the month of October last year. It acted as an area of support. This was in the month of July last year. Also acted as an area of support here as well. This was in the month of June last year. Here it acted as an area of support as well. Here it acted as an area of resistance. And right now, it's acting as an area of resistance. So it would need a lot of strength to push the price of Bitcoin above this blue line. So this is why I am of the opinion that Bitcoin would likely not surpass the current price it is in. Number one, because the stock market has found a base. The stock market has bottomed, except if we have a spike in the S&P 500. Number two, because of this blue line. Number three, based on the resistance I showed you with the Bitcoin charts. Okay? So these examples and these proofs actually points to one thing, and that is Bitcoin has found its bottom. I repeat myself again, Bitcoin has found its bottom. But now, even if we have a spike, okay, even if we have a sharp drop, that sharp drop would only be a temporal drop, because it is going to recover back as soon as possible. So if there is anything you need to be doing right now, you need to be buying this dip. You really need to be buying this dip, guys, because this is a lifetime opportunity. Because when this market begins rallying up, you are going to be very happy. You would benefit from these markets. Okay, so let's take a look at another chart. Something else you would like to see. All right, guys. So now this is another section that I would like you guys to see. Guys, you see, the Crypto Prophet, I'm actually sharing charts with you. Okay, I'm sharing these charts with you, so you all would actually understand the current situation of the markets. This is why you need people like the Crypto Prophet, because based on everything I've just shared with you now, you should know that the market has bottomed. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you anything. I'm seeing dates. I would mention these dates in the premium, okay? I will mention these dates. Now, I haven't yet given instructions to the premium members yet, because I actually have been waiting for a particular sign which I'm getting, okay? So this is just to update you all about the current market situation. So now, if you check these, guys, you would see that from the month of August, Bitcoin pumped and went above this yellow line. And this was actually the bottom of the markets, okay? And you all can see that this blue line has crossed below this yellow line. So currently, guys, the price of Bitcoin has pumped out of this yellow line. Okay, so it's just sticking out, just like what you had here. So this is why I am of the opinion, guys, that this market has actually bottomed. Okay, this market has actually bottomed. And if you connect this area here, if you connect these points from the month of May, you trace it, you connect these points here all the way, you would see that these points from the month of May is actually coinciding with this point here in the month of October and currently touching the price of Bitcoin, the current price. So you can see that the price is already facing a resistance. So this is why I told you guys, I said, I do not really see Bitcoin, this drop being so scary, because this is actually the bottom of the market for me. But I wonder how many persons are going to listen to me. Okay, if you also connect these points to these points, you would see that this top here is touching this intersection. Now let me draw it well so you guys can see. Please don't get confused with the lines. I know some of you will be confused with these lines. Don't get confused with these lines. Just take a look at this, okay? Look at these points here. Can you see this line? Let's color this to red so you don't get confused, okay? Guys, look at this line, okay? This line touches these points, drop, touched these points, drop. Now it's touching these points, which is a very key intersection. So this is why I keep on telling you guys that I do not think this market is going to drop further. If this market does drop further, then it is only going to be a spike and a better opportunity to still accumulate the dip. So in my own opinion, guys, you need to start accumulating the dip. Okay? So let's head on straight into another section of this charts before I end this video. And then we are also going to touch the Bitcoin dominance as well. Guys, to see these charts. Okay, this is the inverse of Bitcoin chart. I need you guys to see this chart. Now, if we draw a line connecting these points to these points, okay, we connect these points here. Let's delete this. Now, if we connect these points to these points, you would see that this red line is slanting downwards. But now, if we trace the price, okay, let's trace the price with this white line. So let's head on straight into these charts. Please don't get confused, guys. These are actually I know these lines will actually confuse you, but don't get confused. These are actually calculations from me. So guys, if you check where this white line passes through, if we connect these points to these points to these points, you would see that it coincides with exactly where this candlestick has stopped. Okay, so now this point to this point is going up, the price is going up. But if you take a look at this particular indicator, you would see that the indicator is rather going down. So what is this called, guys? This is a bearish divergence. So this tells you that Bitcoin is actually forming a bottom. Because if this is a bearish divergence, if the price is going up, this means that we would have a reversal very soon. We would have a drop. And if we have a drop in price, definitely we would have a pump in the price of Bitcoin. So this is why I am of the opinion that you guys should invest into the market. Invest into these markets, guys. Forget about what anybody out there is saying. I, the Crypto Prophet, I'm telling you all that there's a bull run that has been activated. Take advantage of it, because you're not going to find this opportunity elsewhere. You're not going to find this information elsewhere. I have taken my time to come share this information with you all. So I need you guys to take advantage of this. So before I end this video, let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance before I end this video, and we call it a day. Okay, now the Bitcoin dominance, I shared this chart in a YouTube short. Okay, this indicator was developed by me, the Crypto Prophet. Now you guys can see that the Bitcoin dominance is actually facing a resistance with this yellow line. Okay, and you all can see that we just had spikes above this yellow line, but so far each of these three candlesticks have all closed below this yellow line. So guys, this is an indication that the Bitcoin dominance is actually facing a point of resistance. And if this is the case, then this means that the total crypto market cap is actually increasing. So this is one strong key point I need you all to understand. So I do not think, from my own opinion, I don't see the altcoin markets going beyond this line for the time being. Now, even if we would just go beyond this line, we would only have spikes like we had here, but at the end of the day, we would have corrections and still drop below this yellow line, because this yellow line is actually acting like a knife. You know what it is to have a knife piercing your shoulder? You know how painful that can be. So I want you to liken that particular scenario to this particular occurrence right now, ongoing in the market. So I am showing you all my opinion about the market. So in conclusion, guys, the market has bottomed. I don't know what anybody else is saying, but I, the Crypto Prophet, I am announcing to each and every one of you that this market has bottomed. So take advantage of it. Ensure you're investing into altcoins, because you are not going to find this opportunity again. This is the best time you have to invest into the markets. Bitcoin has topped out. The altcoin market Bitcoin has bottomed. The altcoin market has bottomed. You should be inside the crypto space. Regardless of what anybody tells you, take advantage of the opportunities in front of you. Ensure you send an email, tradingexploits7@gmail.com. Get into the channel. I would begin dropping instructions. We've gotten certain confirmations, so I would be sharing these instructions. I shouldn't have shared this video with you all, okay? But I just decided to release it out to enable each and every one of you who is following the Crypto Prophets to have direction. This is the opportunity you have following the channel of the Crypto Prophet. So share this video, like this video, share it to as many persons in the crypto space. Tell them that the commanding commander, the oracle of the crypto space, has spoken, and he is telling you all that you should take advantage of the opportunity that is right in front of you. I am seeing dates, but I won't mention them. I would only mention them in the premium. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. I remain the Crypto Prophets. God bless you all. Thank you.